Hi, my name is Cassandra Katz, and this is my persuasive speech for my COMS 101 online class. This is my audience. Okay, let's get started. The risk of being killed is greater during the first year of life than at any other time before age 17. Infant homicide victims were most likely to be killed during their first week of life, with 82% of killings committed on their birthday, the Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention said. Imagine the most dangerous time for a newborn infant is when they are most helpless. Countless newborn babies are denied care simply because they are deemed unfit to live. Although this is my first time conducting official research on this topic, I have always felt passionate about those things concerning the helpless, especially children. It is my intention to become a pediatric nurse, and I desire with all my heart to serve the helpless. When I hear about child abuse and homicide, my heart is stirred beyond explanation. After researching this topic even more, I am determined to speak on behalf of God's innocent children and fight this gruesome massacre. As a believer that innocent life must be protected at all costs, I reject the notion that a newborn baby is to be refused care. I believe the only way to stop this is for individuals, one person at a time, to verbally defend innocent children, as well as protect them through physical action. During this speech, I will bring to your attention the true nature of infanticide, how you personally can make a difference, and what our world will look like if no action is taken. In 2002, President Bush signed the Born Alive Infant Protection Act. This act determines that any child has the right to live. However, across the country, doctors, nurses, and parents allow newborn children to die by refusing them medical attention. In his book, Created for Connection, Donald Albin reports the testimony of Jill Stanek. She worked as a nurse in Christ Hospital in the labor and delivery department. She discovered that the hospital was performing labor-induced abortions. This is a procedure where the child is induced prematurely and then left to die. After she publicly revealed the hospital's practices, she was fired. This is only one example of things that are going on across the country. Our current president, Barack Obama, voted against the Born Alive Infant Protection Act in 2002. In his defense, he claimed, a ban to stop aborted babies from being shelved to die would be burdensome to their mothers. If this is the opinion of our nation's president, how many citizens hold the same view? The boldness of this statement suggests that he is not the only one who holds this sentiment. As I have already stated, legislation has been passed to legally protect these children's lives. However, these children are still left to die on a daily basis. I believe the best way to stop this crime is addressing individual situations and ministering to individual people. More health professionals need to speak up and stop ignoring the murder of innocent children. The example of Jill Stanek is to be followed. There are obvious concerns with this plan of action. There is the fear of losing one's job, criticism, and unpopularity. However, if one's reputation is to take precedence over human life will not be safe. Those not working in the health professions can also make a difference by making themselves available to these children. In 1914, a newspaper article in the New York Times reported a reestablishment of fondling houses. These are places where babies will be received without question being put to the parents. Such an idea practically and logically provides a solution to this problem. There are countless families who are willing to adopt newborn babies. These seemingly unwanted children can have homes where they will be loved and cared for. If parents knew that they could take their children to a place where their child would have a better life, perhaps they would fight for their child's life. If individuals are willing to rise up to the challenge of saving lives, perhaps then lives will be saved. The sanctity of life is being threatened on a daily basis. Innocent babies are being murdered daily. If these murders are being covered up and not dealt with simply because these children are deemed unfit to live, what other heinous crimes will be obscured from public view? These actions echo the gruesome tragedy of the Holocaust, when Adolf Hitler ordered the slaughter of countless handicapped individuals. Robert Proctor, an expert on this time period, stated, "Doctors, nurses, and other health professionals were deeply implicated in all assaults on disabled people." The slaughter going on today resembles this unforgettable crime against humanity. If it is not stopped, where will it end? Who else will be deemed unfit to live? In conclusion, I would like to revisit the main points of my presentation. Infanticide is the murder of any child under the age of 1. Although this is against the law, it still occurs on a daily basis. Doctors, nurses, and parents turn a blind eye to babies who need medical treatment because they believe they are not deserving of life. The only way this will change is if individuals step up and defend these innocent children. This can be accomplished by speaking out and making others aware of this issue. People can also directly offer care to these babies. Without action, the sanctity of life will one day be non-existent. Please do not believe the lie that you are helpless. The opportunity to save the life of an innocent baby exceeds any criticism or persecution that can come your way. Open your heart and arms to these children who have the right to live, love, and be loved. Thank you for your attention today. I hope and pray that you will simply not feel sorry for the plight of these babies. I hope you will rise to the challenge, step out, and do what is right. Thank you very much.